welcome to Monkey Channel. My Phragmipedium window is forming. So expensive as they are, rare as they are, they deserve an honor spot. So they are all repotted, all fixed. Except for the 4 new ones I bought from Ecuagenera, Germany, formerly known as the Roellke nursery. Okay, I need to take, really take care of them before they dry out as such. Maybe we should start with this one. The one I think is in the best shape and condition. Carlos Fighetti. Spaghetti? No. All of its growth seems quite new. At least, 3 of them. Here. 1, 2, 3. And a little teeny weeny fellow coming down there. So, I'm not going to make the same mistake again. To wait. It's not better to wait. It's worse when it comes to frags. So, as expected, it's very nice roots. Would need an axe to dig through them, but a couple are dead, so maybe it's a good idea to kind of sort of release it. Well, this makes me a bit surprised. The best plant carried the worst. I wonder what the rest of the roots will look like. And having seen this guy. But at least, new growth there. This one there. We'll give it some more. It's got roots. And it's sturdy even to the tip. The best ones here. It's just that it smelled a little bit funny. Quite sour. So the medium was definitely decomposing. It's difficult to keep stuff, shall we say, alkaline? Yeah, I don't know. When kept constantly moist, sitting in bark. Of course, the bark will eventually break down. We break down faster than normally. That's only natural. That's why it's a good option to keep them in semi-hydroponics. As long as you do not forget to fill out the water reservoir. If that happens, you might as well just have kept them in bark. If you see my point. So, it's a too huge of a risk to take. Choose whatever you want to choose. This is the method I choose to start with. I'm not a pro on these guys yet. So, let me just make my own mistakes and see where we land. So, now I'm going to flush this orchid, clean the leaves off while I have the opportunity. My hands. I've heard that people are, they have been quite disappointed with the quality of the roots in some cases. On the Cultivate hybrids from Ecuagenera. Not in particular this nursery. I'm not sure really. But in general. So Cultivate hybrids are quite finicky overall to grow. It's not just nursery's fault. See my point? Bit of grow stones. Charcoal, the normal stuff that I use. A little bit of spag mixed into the this mixture, and last but not least, mushacork. You can buy them at the aquarium store. So easy to find up there. Yes, and these limestones or mineral stones, adding minerals, shall grow quite nicely and wide. Further on, so you will need a good amount of space for its new root system to come. So, I'm going to dip water this guy, so the medium actually will be a little bit more saturated. Yes. Hold the moisture a little bit longer. Now when the medium is new, it will dry out in no time, so just a little bit more space to the back. I think this one is going to grow from every direction, yeah, I'm not entirely sure how. I'm going to record it next year anyway, so by then I'll know. And flushing and dip watering will do the rest. Fill up the gaps a little bit, so I'm not so worried. But I do not like wobbly orchids in pots. And I'm going to add on a top layer of spag, good spag, after this top dressing. It's just like preparing a meal, isn't it? So, this Carlos Fighetti is going to be Spaghetti Man. It's going to be a nice plant further on. So, where's the Spaghetti Man 6 months later? Which one of it? Yeah, the frag window is ready. I've adjusted it to make changes almost every day. Yay. Since I never got satisfied with it. I needed a little bit more light, a little bit more space. So, this is what it looks like today, 6 months later. Light's coming in from the window. Grow lead bulb. Hitting these guys. Another grow lead bulb. Hitting these guys. And so on. But the Carlos Fighetti, forget me, no, is here. That's a proof. This is the guy. They are just like paths. Yes, aren't they? Well, the old overbloomed section is history. Nothing more to give to this wort. It will die off. I'll look nasty and tatty for a while, in exchange for the new growth to grow on, producing flowers for us. So, I bet this guy has produced even more, multiple new growths since we first looked at it. So, see? One there, another one there, and a third one there. And here's another one. I mean, strong growth as well. So a little tiny one is here. It looks quite dry to the surface. So I don't think really that a spag idea to add on a layer of spag was a very, very great idea, since it dries out quite immensely. But it is not dry. As it consists of small to medium grade bark in general, it will hold the moisture quite well. So this part is heavy. The reservoir just dried up. So how did I do it? How did I water them? I can see this growth is getting taddier and taddier. And I haven't seen any blooms in there. I don't think that one will bloom, ever. But it doesn't matter. A bit of roots visible. A couple of more roots visible. Could have been worse, considering the bad root system it arrived with. This is a healthy plant. And no rotting, no dark leaf tips, an indication of it being kept too sour. I was very, very careful with watering from above, since if there is any kind of tendency of new growth coming down there underneath the layer of moss, it will probably get too wet and rot off for you. So I prefer to flush it through to the sides as carefully as I can. And let the excess water run down there into the little reservoir. And if, or in drier conditions, over 30 degrees Celsius outside, these reservoirs, or these guys for that matter, will dry up too quickly. So in that case, I did fill up the water reservoir and let them sit there and drink without pouring out the water. Yeah, just like semi-hydro. But what I noticed that these guys doesn't mind drying up a bit in between the waterings. As a matter of fact, it's beneficial for them. I've heard it from very, very experienced Phragmipedium growers as well. It's not just my own assumption and conclusions. It's proven to be a good method not to keep them far, far too damp at all times. Yes? And certainly, I fertilize them when I see that they are in active, good growth. If not, I won't. I will stick to the flushing routine only. I have a good example. This is a very, very good example of a bad, bad, bad orchid. Samuel Crothers. Looks like it's got plenty of roots, but there isn't anything new coming. Nowhere to be seen, nothing. It's just driving me crazy and mad, this orchid. So, it really needs another new growth. Yes. So, why should I fertilize this orchid? No need. And it really isn't as dry as it seems. The pot is still a little bit heavy. But no need for any fertilizer. Yeah, it's just common knowledge, basics. I don't get lazy. Sometimes you just get lazy and cover them all with the same routine due to lack of time, or if you're tired or such. Yeah, that was the Carlos Fighetti, a very, very nice and interesting cross. It would be lovely to be able to see his flowers one day. Yes? Over to the next orchid. And see what that one's roots look like. And the progress 6 months later. Stay tuned, guys. So, guys, I bet you're interested in how or what the most expensive one of them all looks like. Acca's Beauty. Insultingly high price. That was the right word, right term. But look, at least I know that it's flowering size. I'm not fooling you. But just a little bit, sometimes you just get a little bit surprised how small plants actually are when you see them. Look, behind that sheath, you can see the similar kind of medium, grow stones and stuff. But a quite thin root system. Such a overpriced plant. Yeah. Another one, at least. So maybe there's a chance, as long as I do not snap them while handling the orchid. I need to be really careful now with the roots, the little few roots it's got. Yeah, this whole bird nest of roots. Yeah. Oh. Be really careful so I do not break it up there and I get the whole clump in my hand. They are able to branch out, so let's hope they will. Yes, it's a quite heavy pot for it. Is this one a little bit smaller, is it? No. No, it's just the only difference is that this one has got a little air cone, a little larger air cone. Maybe it's quite, maybe it's over parted, but we shall see. Maybe add on a little bit larger pieces to the bottom. And now, see. Alright, a couple of growth to the front. So I'm going to spread out the roots properly. A few roots it's got, so I can have better control of them. You can always choose to make it a heavy pot or not. So yes, the same goes for this guy. Into a bucket of water, let it soak, saturate the new medium a bit. So Actors Beauty, 6 months later, looking splendid. Still, even the little sheath where his flower spike came up from is still green. Now, did I have any problems with this guy? Any at all? Yeah, I did. Got some spider mites or thrips this summer. I cut off the edges here to this leaf and that leaf. And it stopped. I stopped it. So it's a very nice plant. Just filled up the reservoir. Sturdy, beautiful. Cannot see any visible roots through the pot, but according to the shape and sturdiness of these fans, there are a lot of viable roots down there. You can tell, can't you? So this is the most important plant for me, so it's a success. Honestly, it is. Let's now hope this fan will bloom next spring. Remains to be seen. Here's the Periflora Cirila Alca. Yeah, that one did. Yeah, my what shall we say? My old one didn't make it, so I really do hope this one is a better one. Doesn't look very promising, does it? Yes. Yeah, soft, mushy. Oh Lord, what is this? One viable root. Is this some kind of... what is it with this variety? Huh? This is so difficult to grow. What is it? Our local vendor at the Orchid Society, she brought hers with her to show us guys in bloom. Firstly, I asked her if she had a Cirila Alca in stock, but she didn't. So I had to get this one instead. But he's been ordering from this nursery before, and she said, well, the roots were quite bad, she said. Yeah. But there are a couple coming. Should be really, really careful. Underneath here can be a leaf thin new growth, as you can see here. So it's wise not to pick too much. You're only going to make it worse. A slight flush under the faucet now. Well, when getting a 40 euro orchid, I guess you aren't really prepared to. The first thing you do is to go out on a rescue mission. And that's exactly what I need to be doing here. No wonder my old one died. It looked almost like this one when I got it. But if it wasn't for these roots, I would have complained and asked for a new one. Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of these guys later on, at a later date. Yeah, it's been blooming, as you can see. Well, 6 months later, Cirila Alca, looking worse than ever. I was digging a bit today, since I was considering throwing this one into the trash can. Can't see the roots. No, cannot see any roots there through the pot. But what I did discover today, as I scratch off a little bit of moss here, new growth So, if it makes it, it's the future of this plant. Would be nice with a second growth there, but I guess you can't get everything. At least this is a start. If this one grows large and nice, this orchid will continue to live. So, not much more to say about it. I'm gonna give her a little bit of water, and that will be it for now. Yeah. Last orchid up on the table. Priscilla de Portilla. Yes. And I can get rid of immediately. Well, I bet this guy will look just as steady regarding the root system as the other ones, but well, maybe you may be surprised. At least once. Yeah. Something else in this pot. Mold. Oh my goodness. But amongst the mold, I can feel something sturdy, at least. Not as soft as the other one. The stem leaf. I'm gonna get rid of it. Yeah. Well, I think this one has got best root system this far, in this order. Well, everything's great if you compare it to what the Cirila Alca had. Right. Flat-bottomed. New growth. I think. Here. So it's this side that counts. Now. Yep. Now I can spread out the root system. This is what a good, quite decent root system shall look like. Anything else you shouldn't be satisfied with. You should complain, really, but yeah. It's quite exciting in its own to try to make impossible stuff work. It's quite satisfying, isn't it? Yeah, 6 months later update on the Phragmipedium Priscilla de Portilla. Do you know, guys, that they doubled the price of this orchid? The Ecuagenera EU from Deutschland, Germany, attended to the orchid show last month, and I found one Phragmipedium Priscilla de Portilla in the little box with a plastic cover on. €90. I paid less than half the price for this one, so now I'm happy. But well, same thing happened to this one as happened to the Actress Beauty. Some kind of, I think it was thrips or spider mites, so I don't know really. To the tips here, and even to a little something here. Yeah, that new growth and that one. Yeah, so I cut them away, and I was sad that this new growth, its middle leaf was all destroyed, but it seems like it's creating another one. So that growth continues to grow. Otherwise, they normally stop when the middle leaf dies or rots. So they stop growing and the whole lot will eventually rot off. And there will be no new growth. So I think we're lucky this time. And today, I discovered this one. Little one, but still it's a growth, which means roots. And to this side, today I discovered this little one. And here's another one. New one. So, but she looked nice for a long time. It's only last month she declined a bit, but she still got roots. At least you can see some of the roots through the pot on this orchid. That's nice. But what's concerning me a bit about these guys is visible roots coming out. I have two choices. One, snap it off totally and put it down into the same pot to the side. Two, snap it off totally and plant it in another new separate pot. And there will be two Priscilla de Portillas. since these roots will not develop in this dry air. So, and I have another example. Never ends, does it? Where is it? It's here. It's my Phragmipedium memoria Dick Clements. You can see the same thing happens here. That growth. Yes. Only two of them. They're climbing. So, well, there's going to be a couple of separate plants here. That's for sure. That's a funny project. But not in this video. Enough for one day. Hey. That was a lot of stuff going on. I hope you liked it and enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Give it a like if you liked it. And, of course, do subscribe. That would really, really be very appreciated. Yeah. So, take care. We should talk soon, guys. Leave a comment. It's always nice. Yeah? Bye-bye.